Thanksgiving 1994.
I gave Kathy her.
For a lot of should I smile? Everybody I've talked to. This is what a lot of people take a picture of your.
Okay, somehow.
You want to leave it on this?
I'm going to put it in here because I think it's a lot easier to make.
And I'll move it over there.
Maybe. Turn around.
How much you want me to pour in there?
Look at that bird.
Whoops.
After you're done or before?
Okay, I'm going to pour that in there.
Hi, Mark.
What are you talking about?
You, honey. Oh, lovebird, you. Did you go take a picture of Tom?
Huh?
Did you get a picture of Tom?
Who?
So you are
Tom
a
Turkey.
local Missouri girl?
Yes, I went to high school with Jeff. I live not very far from here.
Give us your life story, Lee.
I've kind of heard that whole story. I've kind of heard that part of the story. But how you ever captured somebody like Jeff? That's what I got to hear.
It took a while, that's for sure.
You got it done.
Hi. Way to capture a special moment.
Was that poem haiku?
Yeah. 575.
He's ready for his Christmas bonus. And they got a fruit basket. You guys got fruit baskets or something? Yeah, big crate of them. Yeah, he was saying how cool that was.
Mozart.
Individually wrapped or whatever the They didn't have
Yeah, it looks good.
That's good. I mean,
yeah, she's making a house of Katie's living.
You already got it.
I'm not putting it off.
Okay.
Mark, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Let's see, you
Taking inventory? Okay, everyone's here.
Oh, okay.
Los Arch.
I've just driven past it. I've never.
The tram that takes you up inside up until,
5 minutes a day. Okay. Proposal, take one. I tricked her into going.
What day was it?
It was November 19th, 1994. And I told her that I had a work convention there on Sunday. So we went there, and I had a lot of decoys and stuff. I had all my suit pants or whatever.
Yeah.
Because to make it look authentic and everything. So we went and got a hotel, and I got a hotel down there at the Adams Mall, which was a really awesome hotel. And I got the Concord level, so it was like a private concierge, private health spa, private.
It was very yeah.
A lot of private stuff.
No,
Private
it's not
lounge.
charged.
No, it was additional. Private. You have a private lounge too, so we had caviar and
Smoke scene. And
smoked salmon, all
Whoa.
this old foo kind of
things that
hors
we are
d'oeuvres.
used to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the rich people.
Treating me to lifestyle I've become accustomed.
So anyhow, she thought that my work was going in with me a little bit on this and everything. So.
Well, plus we're at the Arch, and he's like, I think that's Jim's kid over there. Do you see Jim around anywhere as boss? He just points his own kid.
Building it up.
He was.
Yeah, I had to make it realistic. So I told her that I had to meet my boss at about 5 o'clock. But what you didn't know is that during the whole week I was talking to like the hotel manager and the manager of the room service and everything, because I was going to have order down food and have food brought up and have them do a special thing for me. So I told her I was going to meet my boss.
Just look through there. You don't have to put your eye up to it.
I told her I was going to meet my
Don't
boss.
put your eye to drop it.
And at 5 o'clock, but really I was going to meet with the room service manager to set everything up. And where are you going?
Have you heard this story before?
No.
He's heard enough.
Hurry back.
He obviously is not impressed so far.
I guess not.
You gotta make it quick here. That's truly so.
Put it on pause. Because I want more water. Because this is a huge speech.
It's quite a deal, let me tell you. I don't think they're going to be able to top it
Push
in
a
the
little red
wedding or
button.
honeymoon.
Just turn it on. Okay. So in our hotel, we had an awesome view since it wasn't on the camera. It was a beautiful view of the city. It was awesome. So the first thing that screwed up, since I knew I was going to order food up, there was no table in our room because I already had to set up when I met the guy at room service. When he brings things up to set it up on a table, the room didn't have a table at all. So I had to actually work with the concierge to bring some chairs in and stuff, and they were going to bring the food up on a table or like a cart that folded out to a table. It was already made up. So what I had all set up was I wrote a poem, and we have a special song.
What's
And
the name of that song?
After All,
How's it
By
go?
who?
by Cher and Peter Cetera.
What's it sound
Chances
like?
are.
You know
You would
that,
like to
Kathy?
sing?
Oh, yeah.
No, you can.
No.
Go ahead.
So I taped that on tape, and I bought a ghetto blaster. I bought it just for this one occasion. And I took
Mr.
it back.
Big Bucks.
I took it back a day ago.
He bought it, took it.
Just wanted to use it for that
Do
one
you have any
night.
friends you could borrow one?
I asked. No one had one.
Isn't that
I
something?
needed a small one because it had to fit on the
That's
table.
what he was asking Dad for that one
I was
night.
asking Dad, and I was doing a lot of things. So I had the song on tape, and my whole plan was when we ordered that he would put the poem in a rose, in a covered plate, and set up candles and candlelight and everything, and pull out the music at the very end and push play to start the song, And well, it worked pretty good. And so they brought it up, and first, this is kind of funny, I told him I was going to have steak. And I said, she never orders steak, ever, so you can say when the guy comes up, this is the steak, because they're all covered. So this is the steak, this is her. So I knew where to sit, and I knew where they were going to place her, so she could open up and see the poem. Well, she decided to order steak, too.
I like not had steak in over a year.
So-
Anywhere.
She's never ordered steak. The whole time we went out.
Way to
I couldn't
go.
believe it. So I had to ask her how she wanted her steak prepared so I could say a different one. She said, well, I said medium rare. You can set it up differently that way. So I called down, and I told him first to make sure he brings up a bottle of wine too, but our meal packages came with a bottle of wine and everything. So he came up, and he just rolled it in and set it all up. Put the candles on there, did everything,
It was
and he said, this is
beautiful.
yours, and whatever.
Fresh
And-
flowers, and it was really
And
pretty.
this room is like a suite.
Right. Well, and then we had the room next to
It's
ours,
like a
too.
suite. It wasn't a suite. It was just a one
But
solid
at this
room
time,
with
you
a
still
great
didn't have no
view.
table.
It had a huge bay window and stuff, the big ledge and stuff.
Yeah.
The concierge, the room that we had joined with was a conference. No one was there, so he opened up the door in between and said, "You guys can have both rooms. It's like a suite." So it
It
had
had
a
like a
huge
big
conference
living
table,
room.
had a living room, a TV.
Bar.
We never really used it, but we had it for us if we wanted. So the cart was a table. We were sitting at the table. Me and the concierge looked around for other rooms for a while she thought I was meeting with my boss to try to find a room that had a full table so we could set it up. But it turned out to be nice. He didn't really need a table. We had 2 chairs set up. She knew I was going to call down for room service to have it up there, so they just rolled it in. And they just set it up. And at the very end, he pulled out the radio and started playing the song. And,
I was like,
that's when she realized, because she was like,
How big of a tip did you give him?
I gave him like $10.
Okay.
Oh, that tipping can get it.
It was tipping everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Tipping the concierge, tipping him, tipping the Valley Parkers, everything. was
Big check
tipping
went
to
down
them.
the tube.
But she thought that the radio was just part of it. She's like, oh, this is such a
So
nice
romantic.
thing. They're gonna play music for us. She didn't know it was gonna be our song. So when it was our song, she kind of goes, oh.
And then I was like, I kind of knew
Coincidence.
that whenever
She
he
knew.
asked.
When did you bring the ring out, though?
Well, when she sat down and she
Read the poem.
finally opened
She says,
up the
"Where
right
is
thing,
it?"
Well, first of all, I opened up the first dish, and he thought it was going to be the poem
I
and
thought it was
the
going to be a
rose.
poem. And it wasn't. It was shrimp.
Yeah.
Because this is like a 5-course meal.
Right, and they're all piled up, you know, so I opened
Right.
up, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll put this over here, and then he was going, oh no, what if I
And I was
have
thinking I had it,
hers?
so I peeked under mine to
Yeah.
see, and mine was my steak or something, so mine was okay. And the second one was the poem and the rose. So basically, I had to sit there, watch her read it,
And the song ran out, so it's like silence. He's just sitting there.
Don't make it sound awkward. It was very beautiful.
It was.
Don't make it sound.
If you would have read it at the exact time that I
Well,
thought
if
you
I
were going to
would've
read this,
put-
the song would have ended exactly at the end. Well, I could have
You
proposed.
had
I can't
that time.
propose when the song
Yeah, well, and also I'm sitting there crying all the way through it, so I can't focus. I have to keep rereading everything.
Hold on, was this me or was
And
this
she
another
forgot to
girl?
bring the poem for us to see
Yes, I
tonight.
forgot everything else. And then,
The poem was wrapped up also in a bow.
That used to be hers that you
That
had
used to be
tied
hers
to your
3 years ago, and she left it in my car. I've always kept it, so it's
longer
kind
than
of
that.
or probably.
Sentiment.
So it was sentimental ribbon, and it was really dirty ribbon. I had it for so long, but anyways, there was sentiment with it. So after she read the poem, while she was reading it though, I went and got it. It was in my bag just over a little bit, at the end of the table. So I picked it up while she was reading, and then when she was done, I got on my knee and said a little speech.
What did the
which
speech
was
say?
so touching.
Kind of tell us what you said to
I
her.
wrote the speech. That was memorized too.
It was early.
Most of it was.
And you were about crying too.
I know. I started crying at the end too.
Oh, Romeo.
It was pretty touching.
It was.
I was trying to say a little speech and then ask her to marry me, but she kept kissing me.
I was impressed by the poem.
She was kissing me. I was like, I got more. I'm not done. I haven't even opened up the box and said, this is your ring and everything.
But
She just
wait,
kept
there's
kissing
more.
me. There's more. So finally, she let go long enough so I could ask her. And she said, let me think about it.
I don't know. That's a tough decision.